Hi guys, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are. Today's discussion, I have this video that I will play for you to watch and listen, but I just want to point out that I've been saying things like that in my past videos, that the current pastors are attacking the body of Christ. They are attacking the churches which they are supposed to protect. And if changes are not made, the churches will disappear in Africa, particularly in Nigeria, in a very short time. So I want you to watch the video, then we will come back to discuss the content. Just watch.
Warning to the current Pentecostal charismatic movement that if we continue as we have done, within 20 years, we will collapse Christianity all over Africa. Now we are booming, but I see an imminent collapse because there is a huge confidence gap between what we promise and what we deliver. We are promising to be what we are not. And we are teaching things that do not make for biblical, theological reasoning and logic. And pretty soon, it will catch up on us. For the next generation of pastors, although God used your fathers in spite of their limitations, you would have to be trained differently. The days of God called you from the street, you are in the pulpit the next morning, is over. So we don't go about breaking people's marriages because the Lord told us. The Lord told us. I was just, when you came to him, the Lord told me, your grandmother is so and so and so and so. That's the one doing you. You tell a couple, and you think you are mending the marriage. I see her, his mother doesn't like you. I see her in the spirit in the night. The mother is come. Even if that is what you saw, you keep it to yourself. Because you know that the impartation of that knowledge will cause more harm than good. But because you are not professionally trained, you don't know how to handle confidential information. Because if you have, for whatever reason, you have a revelation, somebody is going to die. Why do you tell him? Of what use is that information? I was just praying and I saw 3 coffins. You are in one of them. Because you don't know how to handle confidential information. If you go to the doctor, do you think everything he knows is what he tells you? No. There are some things that are so technical that you can't process it. But he'll tell you what you need to handle. The charismatic church, we see so much power. And maybe that is what all of you see. But I see so much danger. And so much self-destruction. So much dissipation of confidence. More and more the congregation and the public is losing confidence in us. They are losing confidence in men of God, in clergymen. If you call yourself a prophet, it's almost like a title meaning con man. How can we take such a sacred title that Isaiah had, that Jeremiah had, that Ezekiel had, that Daniel had, all of these great people? We have so commoditized it and so cheapened it that now this noble title almost means a con man. Because there's no regulatory body. Everybody picks titles as they want and parade with it. Bishop. When I was growing up, If somebody was a bishop, we believe that they were a noble person in the clergy. Because the churches which had bishops in Ghana were two, mainly the Catholic Church and the Anglican Church. And their bishopric was based on the diocesan system. The Catholic Church, as far as I can remember when I was growing up, had, I think, about 6 or so dioceses in Ghana. So 6 bishops. The Anglican Church had similar, probably less, maybe 6 bishops. Later, the Catholic Church expanded its dioceses. I think now they have probably about 20-something dioceses in Ghana, about 20-something or whatever bishops. Anglican Church, similar. Then Charismatics and Pentecostals say, we won't spoil there. We take whatever is noble. Apostle. We have made apostle cheap. We've made prophet cheap. Then we say, bishop, now it's your turn. And we have desecrated it so that the title bishop has no nobility attached to it again. Any person with 3 lizards is a bishop. And if in all of these things you don't see self-destruction, then your powers of deduction are very weak.
Yeah, welcome back. Listening to that video and the view of that gentleman, you will see that is in line with what I have said in the past, that the pastors are attacking the body of Christ. Like the man said, by his own projection, 20 years' time, the churches will disappear. And it may happen before that projection, because the way things are going, fake prophecies, fake healings, fake miracles, paying people to fake all these things, promising people what you cannot do just to receive their money. And I don't want to talk so much or so long on this, because you have already heard it from another person. So it's not as if I am, talking alone. But I will just summarize some of the points I have made in the past. Because from the way things are going, what we will expect to happen in few years have started happening already. And it will, the result will grow faster maybe in the next 5 years, because the debate on tithe alone was not like this last year, the way it is now. So what you will notice in few years to come is that there will be decrease in religious and religious affiliation and practices, aligning with Christianity. And by the time the population of the current congregation go down, that is, by the time they age, there will not be younger people to replace them, meaning that the population of the churches will go down. Some younger people who are still not elderly will simply walk away, and that will affect the amount of donations the churches are receiving. Already, they are fighting tooth and nail to retain tithe payment. They have told you, some of them are telling you that the reason why Adam and Eve was chased out of heaven was because they ate tithe, that they never ate apple. That if they have eaten apple, then we shouldn't be eating apple. That is actually tithe they ate. I know, and when they are making some of these statements, I don't know how they feel or how they think, or they think that some people are coconut head like themselves, because the Bible is there. People read the Bible and they know, even from my childhood, I know that Adam ate the apple, even when I was not matured enough to read the Bible. And when there is decrease in donations and offering, what you will expect is that there will be debt and financial management in the churches, because the few money that are coming in will be mismanaged. There will be debt because they may not be able to meet up with their level of expenditure now, because that is why they are fighting everything possible so that the money will keep on coming. And there will be changing values of and lifestyle, because when there is less money, the lifestyle of the pastors will change. Now they can afford to buy bulletproof cars, they can afford to buy private jets, they boast about all these things. They can afford to build mansions for themselves, send their children overseas, and so on and so forth. And when these things change, as I have stated, the next thing, there will be high level of conflicts, because already there are conflicts here and there. We've seen videos of congregants fighting their pastors and things like that. So that is what we will expect. So eventually, you will start seeing churches merging together, two churches coming together to become one, or churches buying one church over. Already those are happening. Churches are in the market for sale, even in Nigeria. So some pastors who feel that they won't be able to meet up with the demand of running the church, have sold out to other churches. And eventually, the final destination is that there will be closures and disappearance of churches. So it's already happening in Western world. So, but the speed at which it will happen in Africa will be enormous, because what we are seeing now has not happened anywhere. So that is what I want to share with you. So please watch this video, like and share it, and please support us by subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.